Hart composed a lot of his poems. Annelie's going to read you an extract from Les Voix Intimes, Intimate Voices, already written in 1920, so almost 100 years back.
Lord, I looked for you in the depth of my thoughts. You lived in my heart, and I understood it. At this hour of grief where, silent and surprised, I felt you shine from my anguished night. God is eternal. Time, numbers and space could not fill my loving heart, and I coming to you, I, a passerby.
I'm Gerdus, I'm an artist, and I'm traveling all over the island to discover interesting places. And today we are in the south of the island here in Suliaq, and we're visiting the Robert Hart Museum, which is the little cottage where he spent his last years writing a lot of his poems, and he was a very well-known poet. And let's have a look over here. There's a small plaque. This is his handwriting, and this is Robert Edward Hart, and that French over there translated is there's always some mysticism in the pure writer. He knows that just as myth is more real than history, what one calls a dream is more substantial than what one calls reality. And this little cottage here is called La Nef. And what is interesting is that this little cottage was built after his other house was destroyed by a big cyclone. And after it was destroyed, all his friends and some other people clubbed together, friends and family, and they gave him some funds to build this little cottage over here. And this has now been preserved and is now under the Museums Council of Mauritius. Let's go and have a look inside to see what's over there. This is an excerpt of one of his poems that Robert Hart wrote, but it's all in French. And this was written in 1948.
Bonjour.
Greatest poets of the 19th century.
He wrote all these poems.
He received the Order of the British Empire, and he was also, the French also celebrated him as Chevalier de la Légion d'Honneur. So what's interesting is that they used coral on the outside as a cladding, which is quite unusual here in Mauritius. When he wanted to call his servant, he used the gun. He shot
to call his servant to serve.
Boom! And then the servant came. Right. So this was his bedroom over here. Oh, this is the bed that he slept in. And he's one of the great poets of Mauritius. There's some photos of, there's a couple of photos over here. And this is his bathroom over here. This was the shower. That's the original toilet. They had to rebuild this place in 2000 and restore it because it was falling apart. And but they used a lot of the old material, and obviously they built new walls. The thing is, he's right here on the coast, on this rugged piece of coast, and so this part of the coast there's no coral, so the waters and the waves break on the beach, and it's beautiful. You get the spray of water, and it's really a beautiful place in Mauritius. Over years, the little writing desk where he sat and wrote a lot of his poems. And what's interesting is he had a room for all the faiths. Over years, the Holy Bible, there's the Holy Quran, and then over here, there's the Baghdad, Bhagavad. Oh, wow, hang on a second. Bhagavad Gita. That's the Hindu scriptures. Those are the Hindu scriptures. And so over here is a little typewriter, and a Corona typewriter. This is a real classic from the time that he was typing some of his poems. He also played the violin. He was a violinist. And that's a painting. Is the painting done by him, sir?
Yes.
Oh, he was also a painter. Look at that. A beautiful oil paints that he did. Okay, look at my ignorance.
You usually come to call his servant to serve you with food.
No, this is the gong.
Oh, this is the gong that he
Yeah.
Right.
And something very interesting come here. Come here, here. You take this picture.
Sure.
This is the forehead, the nose, the mouth, the chin, the hair, and the shoulder. As if he's speaking with somebody else here. This is called a husky player. And here you have Robert Edward Hart, and you have Emile Sadal-Dumais.
Oh, wow.
They are both two friends.
Oh, wow. And this looks exactly like him
Yes.
down there, huh? Incredible. Absolutely incredible. That's so nice.